Well, hello and welcome to the Swedish Cup 2026. I'm Nathan Guerra, your host, and I'm here for all 5 of the races that we are going to be broadcasting here on the SWE Cycling channel, as well as all of the Lead Out Esports channels. 6 races in total, but 5 of them will be broadcast. We've got 2 sets of tiny races. That's 3 races in a row, full gas, high powered. Today, we're going to be on Legends in Lava with a scratch race. We've got an individual time trial as well as an additional scratch race. I'm super excited to be bringing this to you as your host, because Swedish Cup represents one of the longest standing communities in the world of virtual cycling, esports, and Zwift racing. Some of the largest talents that are in the world, some of the longest standing. I mean, when you want to talk about the highest level grinding that you could get in the world of Zwift, we've got it coming out of Sweden, that's for sure. And that is some of the athletes that we are going to be seeing today. I want to give a big thank you to all the sponsors that have made this happen today. Bauhaus, Wahoo, Sports on Enervit, as well as CCN, and of course, the SWE Cup guys and SWE Cycling. Let's go ahead and bring in, though, our co-host today. It is going to be myself, Nathan Guerra, and then we've got Connie Bornhall with us, as well as Jon Worm. Good to see you guys. We had a little chat beforehand. We were excited about SWE Cup and everything that it means. Do you guys want to just, we've got about 6 minutes to the start of this race on Legends in Lava. Connie, I want to throw it to you to talk about the history a little bit, like what is SWE Cup and how and why we're broadcasting this and why it is one of the largest events in esports every year.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nathan, and really nice to have you here with us. And I mean, SWE Cup is a tradition in Sweden. SWE Cup is the biggest races in Sweden, and they are also held by the federation, and we do this in all our disciplines. So it's actually quite natural that we do it in e-cycling as well. And this has been a very popular event. A lot of riders looking forward to compete in those races. And it's also a chance for Swedish riders to compete against other Swedish riders at highest level, and also to be able to add this kind of extra feeling to e-racing. So we are really looking forward to this season. It's always nice to start the season, and we're looking forward to see what will happen this year.
Jon, coming out of the community in the last few years, you've really taken on a leadership role from what I've seen. And I mean, the amount of work that you just did to get everybody up with registration in the last 24 hours is to go to show for that. And I love the shirts, by the way, you guys. They're looking really, really good. But yeah, so coming up through the community and watching the growth of your own team as well as the teams that are in this community out of Sweden. You want to just speak to that just a little bit?
Yeah, I would say that we have always new riders coming in. We take care of all riders in every Swedish team. All is welcome, and I think that also the outdoor cyclists see how well they get taken care of. They also improve a lot, and they can have their winter training inside, and also do some fun races. Not only just do workouts, they can do some changes. And I would say that has been very important for us, but also for the outdoor cyclists, because they get the competition even at the winter time, not only for the SWE Cup.
Of course, yeah. And so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the course though we have out here today. We do have Legends and Lava. It's going to be a scratch race, as you can see. Now, when it comes to the competition throughout the SWE Cup, this board right here is going to give you an idea of what it's all about, because it really is all about points. There's going to be points at the end of the scratch race. There'll be points in the crit or the tiny races that you gain at the end of each and every one of the tiny races. As points races, the TT is going to have points. The other scratch race is going to have points. So it's all about accumulating points throughout the entirety of the 6 races. Jon, I want to ask you, this sounds like, I mean, points racing is some of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. This sounds like absolute punchy torture is what I think you were thinking of when you put this together.
Yeah, we usually have all parts of races, and we do ITTs and things, but we focus more for a little more punchy, but also, even if you're not punchy, you can do a really good success because we have a lot of riders wants to do breakaways, and so I can think it can be really fun with some high powers many times, but also see those endurance riders just kicking off.
Yeah, and I mean, this is, Connie, you want to speak to the course just a little bit before the ladies do get out on course. We will be covering the A ladies and the B ladies out there today on Legends and Lava. Let's do a couple of predictions, guys. You know, looking at what's going to be happening with the ladies, we'll get them first here in about 2 minutes out on course for Legends and Lava. Then we'll see the men at 45 after the next hour. So we'll have a little bit of a break in between. Connie, what do you think is going to happen out here? We've got some big hitters in the A's. Camila Alberg, you can't go past her. Can anybody challenge Camila? I think is what's on everybody's mind today.
Yeah, I think that if she has a good day or if she has a normal day, I think that the other riders will have a hard time catching her. I mean, I think that this is also a racetrack that will suit her pretty well, and we have a big climb at the finish. We know that she's a really strong climber, so perhaps I mean, if she can control the race until the climb, nobody have a chance to go past her. But I think that there are a lot of women out there who is eager to give it a try.
That'll be interesting. Do you think anyone's going to double team or try and like play some like, are there teams? That's the thing, is I don't know. I watch these riders all the time, and to be honest, there's so many Swedish teams that you like. I'm sorry, but we lump you guys all together sometimes. I apologize for it, but it's like SC, SCR, and I'm like, there's all these S's and Z's everywhere, and it's hard to keep track of all of them all the time. Sorry, but like, I mean, it just goes to show how much culture there is coming out, esports culture that's coming out of your country that's hard to keep track of even. But is there going to be some, with all that said, is there going to be some teamwork, you think, going on out here, Jon?
Yeah, I think especially Swedish Swifters will have some teamwork to maybe split the groups. If we see the women's here in A, okay, there are almost only Swedish Swifters, but I think they will make it hard for Johanna Tidholm, who's also signed up, and Katrin Nilsson. So I think it will be quite hard, this race.
Yeah, well, we got 2 seconds to go here, so I think the ladies are going to be up and out of the saddle and getting it moving. across the board. And I think that's actually taking off first, going to be the A category. And I believe we do have the Bs jumping out on course right away too. So we'll jump right on in with them. And Blomqvist, right from the get-go, I think, making some moves as we jump down out on course. So we are right away in. Now, are they doing a mass start together? Is that right? I thought that they were okay. My bad. I thought they were going to.
A and B starts at the same time.
Nice.
To get a larger group, and the same for C and D. They go out together, so it will be a bigger group. In the men's race, it will be separated because they are so much more signed up. But for the women, for the women, we place them together, A and B. Also, it's good for the B riders to follow the A as long as possible. It can be challenging.
I think it's probably a really good thing, actually, having a little bit more of a pack to work with. I think that a lot of times it does make for a little bit more exciting racing, right? You have situations where people can grab onto wheels, make breaks, and there's also a reality that some of these B riders start chipping at the heels a little bit of some of the A riders and get to really show their mettle, perhaps, as we do have an attack already going off the front. And it's the classic. I mean, we've seen Joanna Tidholm do this time and time again. This is her thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. She is more an endurance rider, and she wants to have high speed all the time. That makes her. She wants to let the others suffer also. So, and she is a strong endurance rider. She's having a very high FTP.
Well, taking a look at Tidholm, I thought she was going to give it a little bit of a go up and over the top of the Titans Grove. That is going to be the first climb. It's a little bit of ups and downs here that they are going to be going after here in just a second. And I have a feeling maybe it's going to stay pretty calm until we actually get up toward the top of the well. As I say that, though, again, a little bit of a push off the front here as the riders continue to want to make something happen.
Yeah, we have Elena Isa, a B category rider who slingshot through the group there to get a good position.
So, Connie, out of everybody who you do see out on course here, amongst the riders, I mean, there's some names that we want to talk about. We've already talked about Joanna Tidholm. We've talked about, obviously, Camila Alberg. Where is Camila? Just staying pretty chill at this point, playing it very smart. Anna Svardström. This is someone that is a phenom to me a little bit. I met Anna in Abu Dhabi, and she is the nicest person I've ever met, but she is also an absolute monster on the bike. And I believe she might be one of the, the elders of the sport in some ways. I mean, it's crazy the amount of effort that she can put down with these youngsters.
Yeah, it is. And I also think that she's a role model for many young athletes and also a lot of the other female riders as well. I mean, you have met her. She's a fantastic person, and she's always smiling and always have a lot of ideas and also a lot of thoughts regarding e-cycling, what we could do and how we could improve. And she has also done really good work together with the federation and so on. So fantastic person, big role model for the sport, and I think important for women e-cycling in Sweden, and can still perform on top level.
Yeah, I was so incredibly impressed. Gabriella just could not get over it over and over again. All I heard is, who is this person? And actually, I think I've heard out of Gabriella's mouth since we got back, she said it at least 10 times. What is with those Swedes? What is going on with them? Like, they are so happy and they're so healthy. What is happening? And I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up for the broadcast. She literally has been saying that over and over again. She really admired all of you guys, which is really cool to see. Well, speaking of somebody she admires a little bit, it's been Camila Alberg and Gabriella Guerra off the front in SRCs. Well, now Camila's making her way on the front here right now as they make their way up and over the top of the climbs that are undulating, but nope, not going to be going anywhere just yet. We'll see Jarvis the Bear in just a second on the right-hand side of your screen. They'll take a left-hand turn here for just a moment, and then another right-hand turn, and then on up into a little punch where they do get to try and grab a little bit of honey, maybe time for a little bit of sugar. We're going to only be 5 minutes into this already. I do feel like the heart rates are through the roof. Look at this. We've got riders already. We got Johnson here on the back. 177 beats per minute as Alberg makes her first move.
Yeah, I think here she really wants to let the other to see who follows, and she can maybe get ahead of the group for the climb. I think she goes for it. We will see who chases.
It's a pretty long day out, John, don't you think? I mean, it's a pretty big group. It's Zwift Dynamics. You tend to not be able to get away quite as easily, but look at how it stretches out behind. I mean, this is definitely a pretty serious move with that stretch out behind her.
Yeah, and she races really smart to push harder in the downhill to build up the speed. Then she goes rest a little bit, and then she can do a small punch probably when it comes for this little climb coming up in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, Alberg now on the move, it looks like here. Nice move by her, and she's already got a couple of seconds. And this is going to put everybody on the back foot already. And because of that, I think that this might actually be able to work a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of medals in that background.
Yeah, she races really smart also. She's very good knowledge and technique on Zwift. So she does it in the right way. And
what do you think about the way that she's attacking right before a climb? Do you think that's maybe because she has so much confidence with her climbing that she can just say, look, it's okay. If I push it here, it's actually going to put the other riders on the back foot the moment that we actually hit this climb.
Yeah, and also at this point, she knows she can easily see how hard do the other go, and I can just push a little bit harder and know that she can make it because she's so strong. We saw that in the World Championship also, that she did an amazing climb the first race. So she has the confidence. She has that.
Well, it is definitely breaking up already behind. Now, speaking of team members, there's so many SC. Now, ESRT extremely solo, it looks like out here. If we do cut across, and you can see over here that Johanna Hidholm is completely isolated pretty much. I mean, there's Nilsson as well. Now, does Nilsson, also an isolated rider, so it's essentially an entire Discord channel up against these other two with their teammate off the front.
Yeah, it's a little bit. We have a couple of other ESRT riders I know who is but they were not able to join today. Hopefully, they can be there next week. So, and I as you know, if you have a teammate in front, no one of the others will do anything. They will just wait for the last climb.
Well, of course. I mean, everyone's going to be sitting in, so it's going to be up to Joanna. But I think Joanna, that's her thing. She doesn't mind too much. Yeah. A lot of times we do see her off the front making attacks where I question them once in a while here, but it does pay. Actually, she is one of those riders where I questioned it in the past, but I think it's tending to pay off for her more and more. And so good on her that she goes ahead and takes those risks.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we've got, speaking of Anna Svardstrom, we do have her on camera here, and there's a whole lot of medals behind her. Now, do you guys have some history on Anna and what is with all of these medals here? I mean, is she one of the legends of cycling then, with the amount of medals that I'm seeing behind her there?
Absolutely. She has also been a leader for the para cyclist for a blind girl, and she has been her teammate and helped her through a lot of championships.
Well, it looks like it's mainly A riders now off the front, as we have had the separation that we were looking for pretty quickly. Nielsen, Sjorgen, it's going to be Dimling and Eels. They're all going to start racing each other, it looks like, back here with Eklund and the others. So no longer going to be really pressing off the front here, it looks like, with the B category. They're going to be making up their own race. Nielsen, though, and Sjorgen. Am I pronouncing those correctly? You know, we were talking a little bit about bringing English. Help me out here, everybody, because I think Swedish is one of the ones I struggle with the most.
Yeah, but after these 5 weeks, you will know Swedish better than ever.
Well, I'm already pronouncing your name correctly, John. John.
Yeah, Sjögren is second here behind Nilsson. Dimling, third place. Lena Ise, fourth place in the group behind. Dimling is a little bit in between the two groups. But I see Swedish Swifters, Swift Racers is Nilsson from, and Emily Sjögren is ESRT. But I see in front they are only 6 seconds ahead. So these two women wants to catch the A women, it looks like.
Yeah, they've got them right in their sights, actually. This is a key moment for them, isn't it? Connie, if they make this catch before you hit all the flat sections prior to the Volcano, that is a massive energy save for these two B riders, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. I think this is a really good part of the track to catch the A riders, and if they do that now, they will have a much more pleasant travel into the Volcano, and it looks like they are getting closer by the minute. It doesn't seem so in seconds, but just to be able to see them, actually, I think will push these riders to actually make an effort. It's only 4 seconds now.
Yeah, and you can see just off the back here of this main pack with Fjarhid, we saw Tidom for a second. Svarstrom was making a little bit of a push. I don't know if there's actually this much of an interest in them staying away from those B category riders. I think this is more about whether or not they just continue to give Camila space to work with. You can see those two B category riders just off in the distance here making the work. It is a solid 5 watts per kilogram here coming in from Nielsen. Take a look at Nielsen here hammering here, and you have a little bit of insight between these two riders, and it is help me out here with the last name pronunciation. Sjorgen. I'm pretty close. That was not that bad.
Yeah.
Now, Nielsen here, I think, is really doing the brunt of the work, and your ESRT rider there is just playing it smart or just hanging on for dear life.
We should say I know Emily in person. She's more of a sprinter, so I think she's very happy to get some help from Nielsen.
Yeah, but this also proves that, I mean, these two B riders are extremely strong because they let go the A group, but now they are able to almost rejoin the A group again. And as you said, Nathan, impressive watt numbers and really doing an effort on this. So I think this is really good for them to also know that they are almost A riders, but they can also catch them on courses like this. So really fun to see the chase going on right now.
Just a couple more punches. I mean, this is a section you can really take some speed with you, too. I mean, if we do a speed comparison between these two packs at this point, we're looking at 38, 39. They're going to come over the top of here. Watch the 43 on the right hand. Look at the 44, 45, 46. This is where they can bring back some time. They're almost there. These little punches are going to be whether or not they make it. But the fact is, it's Nielsen against the pack. Because every time they come over the top, that pack starts rolling through with a little bit of an avalanche. I mean, she really is doing all the work here. Really well done, job done here, as I think she might be able to make this happen. But I think that Emily's going to be getting dropped. Maybe she's got to hang on for dear life as we get through this main section. It's going to start really speeding up as it's going to be Nielsen now. Another Nielsen. We got double Nielsens here.
Yeah. And I see now also that the A group starts to push a little bit harder now because they see they catching more. So, but also the B riders, Nilsson and Sjögren, race really smart because they push a little bit more in the downhills, then they get the speed with themselves in the small uphills. So the other push in the uphills and rest in the downhill. So that's why they gained a lot of seconds apart. But now I think they start to get a little bit tired, because now you're almost down in the flat.
Yeah, they're not really playing John, they're not really playing any games, are they? I mean, like, there's little punches here, but they're not sitting up. This pack is so super motivated. But now here, where is Alberg? She's not even inside.
No, she's 44 seconds ahead.
Like, there she is. I was trying to find her and I couldn't even find her. She is playing off the front here. There she is, Camila Alberg. Hey, let's speak a little bit. I haven't actually had a chance to talk too much at length about what went down with whether or not Sweden brought home a medal. I mean, talk about how close it was for that bronze medal with Camila. I mean, were you guys watching the whole thing? Like, obviously, I would assume that you did.
Oh my God, yes. We were following it second by second.
Yeah, I think it was just a small calculation wrong there, because I think she thought she had it, and we thought she had it also. But to just 1 point, it's so bad. It's sad for her. She did an amazing event. I'm really super proud of what she did.
Yeah, and it was, it was one of those, it was a dice roll one way or another, really, right? Yeah. And then I think she made a really good dice roll. There's just a reality that there was a Mary Kate and a couple of others just sucking up points as well, right? That she, and so there were some things that she just couldn't fight against at all. And then Tomasi made a brave move too. It was like, it's so close. 1 point it came down to. What a battle between the two of them. I really felt for her. But I mean, fourth, and by 1 point, it might as well be a bronze. Really? I mean, it's amazing job by her. And it's so cool to see her make gains now, even in the last couple of months. I think the motivation and the stoke has even become more so in Camila over the last couple months.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, we are, as Jon said, we are super proud of what she did. And I mean, 1 point. But I mean, that doesn't make it any less fantastic. It was a beautiful competition by her, and she's so strong. And I think that, as you said, Nathan, I think she will only grow on us and on the sport as well. So I will think that she will definitely be chasing those medals next year again.
Well, the group now settling down, it looks like they were caught. Nicely done by the B category riders to get back up into the mix here with Nielsen and Schwarden. I think I did okay with that one. And now it's going to be, how many riders do we got here now then? It looks like we've got about 10 riders. 10 riders in total, making the way on over toward the Volcano. I think things are going to really calm down at this point. I mean, looking toward the Volcano, let's take a quick little look at our course here for just a second. 24.7 kilometers. It's not a very long course, but it's got a huge sting in the tail. And there are a lot of points up for grabs at the end of the race. Again, everyone, throughout the stages, it's points race. It is not done by time. 350 meters, a lot of that in the back end of this course. You can see that big, long drag with just a couple bumps in there. We're going to be heading to the marina here in just a second. That's that section on your right-hand side, and then it's the Volcano Climb for anybody who's not familiar with the world of Watopia. Maybe the ladies are going to prove me wrong, but I have a feeling it's going to be only a little bit of punch here, a punch there, and then brought back together between now and the Volcano.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that most of the cyclists will now take it easy and prepare for the Volcano and prepare for the climb. And it's a tricky climb, I think. I don't like this climb at all. I think it's hard to ride this climb, and also this kind of falls flat in the middle, and you think that you're going to rest, and then everybody else just goes away. and then there goes the rest.
Well, not giving up on it, that's for sure. It looks like Alberg pushing. What is the pink stuff? I got to ask her. Whatever that is, that's an interesting... I've never seen a pink drink. I don't think when it comes to, but well, they're proving me wrong, and it's going to be
Don't ask
Svartström.
any further.
Actually, when I got some candies from Mr. Martin Bjorkvik once. You know, me and Dave both got sent some, and there was a lot of pink gummies in there. I remember. I absolutely loved whatever those pink things were.
You know that Sweden is the best country in the world when we talk about candy, right?
Here we go. I knew it was coming.
just to make sure that everybody knows that Sweden is the best in candy.
It's so good. Well, I absolutely love it. Well, it looks like the classic. The only thing I don't like about this is we don't have a techno cam, because usually Johanna Tidholm has a literal rave party going on at home in her pain cave, which is always really cool to see. It looks like the rave party might be over for just a moment as she backs off back into this group of 10 now at this point. Now, I have a question for you, Jon, because I've got a camera here with an individual, Katrine Nielsen, but don't we have two C's we have two people with that last name, so you're going to have to help me out, actually, to know exactly who is who. And is that actually who's attacking off the front right now?
Yes, it is. This is correct, Katrine, you're watching now.
Team SC making a move, make the counter move here on Johanna Tidholm. Nice job here as they're looking to maybe break ESRT. Where's the rest of ESRT today, Jon? Come on now.
Maybe they're working or something. I don't know. I have been full of have this to get this fixed, so I don't know. I have turned off all the chats.
Well, I don't have much history here for a while on Katrina. I think the last time I commentated on her might have been almost a year ago, actually, in ZRL. Amongst this group, there's some standouts to me that I can speak about, right? I know Anna Svartström. I know Gabriella Norden. I know Marlene Bjartid, Tidholm, obviously Alberg. How about the rest of these riders here? Where do they fare up amongst this crew? Are they just hanging on, or are there some breakout riders here? Connie, anybody that really comes to your mind?
Well, I'm not quite sure today who is going to do it. I also always think that Marlene Bjerrehed has the potential and could always do some serious stuff. And I mean, she's also a great climber, and we are approaching a hill. So I could say that's always someone that I find interesting to follow, and that I know has a good climbing capacity. I don't think that we should count out Anna Svartström as well. I think that she can do something. She has had a pretty nice race so far, stayed in the pack all of the race. So I think that she could do something as well. So it will be really interesting to see. I mean, now you're following a former Swedish champion. So, I mean, there we also have, Anna Embring is a really good rider and can do great stuff. So it will be really interesting to see who will fight for the podium.
Yeah, it's great to see Embry out here. She looks like she's really trying to play things smart here. 150 beats per minute right now. If we start getting some looks, look at this now. Up and out of the saddle, just hanging onto the wheels. Will there be a little bit of a punch here at this point? Looks like just a little bit of grind and hang on as they look forward to the KOM. So back in with, speaking of just grinding on the front here, it is going to be Alberg pushing again, 290 watts, making her way through the sprint section. Not worth any points or anything like that, but just first one on through. About to hit the Essies now at this point, 162 beats per minute. And, speaking of performances, I think Camila Alberg took second yesterday, actually, at the SRC race, actually, too. So massive efforts back to back here. And now racing in the SWE Cup and pushing a solid 5 to 6 watts per kilogram off the front. Hits the Essies again right now, as it's going to be Nielsen. 129 back. They're not seeing Alberg again, that's for sure.
Yeah, and also I think one really interesting thing to see also as well, if you look at Camila when she's doing this massive effort, she's almost all the time have a smile on her face. I can't understand how that's possible to smile and perform at this level. So it looks quite fun to do e-cycling, right?
She does actually smile. Sometimes I wonder if those are smiles. I know exactly what you're talking about there. Yeah, it's a good point.
I'm not smiling when when I'm riding.
How about you, Jan? Smiling and riding? What's the situation?
I always smile for the last 15 seconds, and then after those 15 seconds, then I'm dead.
Well, I think it's going to be all fireworks. It's definitely calmed down at this point. Everyone just watching each other. So because of that, I think we're going to make our way back to where the orange numbers are at actually at this point. And this is going to be Dimlin. Making a little bit of a move. Good to see. As the B category, we can stick with them. Loving the mass start. Gives us an opportunity to see a couple of races out here. Those Bs that got away with those A category riders up the front, though, definitely getting a free ride a little bit, as it is going to be Dimling again making a move now. Off the front. Nicely done. Up in the SEs, though, we're going to jump back up to them because this is the reality is that we've got kicks going left, right, and center, as it is going to be Gabrielle Norden now who's going to be making the move. We were just in with her for a second. There she is, up and out of the saddle now, making it up into 9 watts per kilogram for just a second there. 7.7, a little bit of a gap. If you get down into this view, you can see it is out to about 10 meters, and that means that there is nobody hanging onto her wheel at this point. Now Yarheed comes over the top and then shuts the door on Johanna Didholm. Did you see the watts per kilogram go absolutely zero? And Johanna's like, okay, over the top of that one.
And you said really something smart about tactics.
Yeah. This is how it's going to be. And the ESRT rider will not be able to come loose for this group at the same time. They know exactly what to do. Marlene, Gabriella, every one of them knows exactly what to do. And then for the climb, they are really good to draft, and then it will be a really hard sprint the last part up to the Volcano with this group.
The B category riders just about to hit their SEs. At least the main group of them. There are 2 up the road with that A category, but it is going to be Dimlin again, who continues to make the moves. 4.3 watts per kilogram here coming in from her, as she's currently sitting in that 3rd wheel overall for the B category, excuse me, as now the kicks still come through, and that's that roll through speed you got to be watching out for, is Dimly actually causing herself a little bit of trouble, and there's a gap already up in the 6.6 watts per kilogram. How hard is she going to have to work for this one just to hang on because of that little bit of a mistake?
Yeah, that cost a lot of effort.
Johnson, Eklund, someone I have not had the pleasure of commentating on in quite a while, actually, but a familiar name. Unless it's just a really, really popular name, but definitely a familiar one to me, and we'll be watching out for her in this B category, perhaps, as we come to the climb. Bringing it all back together, nobody going anywhere. There was a little bit of an attempt, but it looks to me like Dimling just continues to play these cat and mouse games a little bit. Pouncing and then backing off, pouncing and then backing off. Doesn't roll through at the speed I thought she was going to, as it does get a little bit stretched out. Eklund right on that wheel. Not really coming up over the top, though. Backs right on off. Yep, they're all just covering moves. Is Dimling known for this? Is this something that, John, you know these B riders fairly well, and who do you think out of this B category, because this is the race for B category besides the 2 off the front, who's your favorites in here?
I can say Helena Smeneröd, Elin Jonsson is really strong riders in the B. Julin has done a great work before, but I see she dropped this group now. Eklund I don't know so much about. Andere is quite strong also. So there are 3-4 riders that will go really hard in this climb, I think, and fight for the third place.
Jumping back across as these ladies wait for their turn over the top of the volcano. But it's going to be the A category riders who are going to go for it first, obviously, as it is going to be Alberg who leads them out toward the climb. This one is this is essentially just a hard workout, I think, today. For here comes, speaking of hard workouts, there goes Marlene Vjarhi again on the move. Good to see that little bit of a kick now coming from Vjarhi. And you said it, Connie, didn't you? That she's somebody to watch out for. And actually, she's been very quiet until exactly this point.
Yeah, and I think that this is, since we know that she is a good climber and so she will probably make this as hard as possible for the other riders to follow. So I'm not so surprised. Just see how long how long she can do this, and if they will leave her alone in the front as well. I mean, it's pretty much up to Johanna to make the work if they want to do it.
Yeah, it's a great point, actually, that there's only a couple of riders behind her that will make a chase because of the number of teammates that are there. Now up and over the top. I think that was just for the catch there coming in from Nielsen, though. Nordstrom now to the front. We're about to hit the climb, and interesting time to attack, actually, for Yarhid. You know, we're about to hit this insane 5, 6, 7 minute climb, and see if we can get a good look at the volcano as we make our way left-hand turn. You don't start the official climb just quite yet, but there it is, the pylon on the right-hand side of your screen. There is the official, and you do start to get the up on top volcano, Queen of the Mountain on the left-hand side, and Camila Alberg with a good head start. And you're going to start seeing some of that lightning on the wheels as it's Johanna Tidholm who takes over. First and foremost, Alberg with a 2-minute start. Jean.
Yeah, I would say Alberg can just go easy the last part. So the other can chase her, and there can be a sprint for the first place right now. But if you see the chasing group, Johanna Tidholm needs to push all the time now to get some advantage and let the others suffer.
No, it's a finish at the top, isn't it, Jan? I mean, is it a sprint, or is it just a, like, what kind of a finish is this going to be?
This will be a small punchy part because they want in some parts here. Then it will be a real sprint in the end between 4 or 5 riders in this chasing group.
We've got quite a few hanging out in chat, actually. I want to see what the predictions are across Twitch, YouTube, over on SWE Cycling as well. What are the predictions on who's going to take this down? Chat, let us know what you think in the comments. Not with Camila obviously off the front here at this point, but amongst that chase group, who will win on the climb and get those podiums? Top 3. Let's hear it in chat about who it's going to be amongst the ladies for both the A's and the B's. I'd love to hear it because there's a couple of really great races going on here for that top 10, even, and it scores all the way down to 44th, actually. So everybody's going to score some points. Again, guys, everybody, what they're fighting for right here in the series, it's going to be 60 points to the winner, but there's a whole lot of points all the way through for the riders that are out here today. So everybody's going to be battling. 6 weeks of battling for the SWE Cup. Do we get a cup of candy? I mean, you said it's the best candy in the world coming out of Sweden. What's in the cup? That's what I want to
know. We could, of course, fill it with a lot of candy. And we will also make sure that you will get some really nice candy in the end as well, Nathan, so that you don't.
That's what I do it for. Out. That's the only thing I'm here for is the candy. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, understood.
Oh, I love it. So good. Well, let's jump back in with Camila quick.
That's why we ride.
That is why we ride. That is exactly why I ride, for Skittles. It's all about the Skittles. As Camila here now, she's going to be finishing up. There's the smile on the face. And she can almost see it at this point. This is I would thought we were looking at a 40-minute, 45-minute. No, she smashes it in 35, 36 minutes total. Legends in lava. Talk about a legend.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic performance and a fantastic race. And I mean, she has done this almost like a TT race. So I mean, it's fantastic that she keeps the pace and keeps the watts and performance. So yeah, I understand that she's smiling. She's enjoying this.
163 beats per minute, 280. Nice little workout here for Camila Alberg. It's going to be Joanna Tidholm who is making moves behind. Let's make sure not to be missing out on that. We will catch her finish here, but Tidholm here, look at this. The attack is on. Look, we can see the air behind, and she's got a little bit of a gap here at this point. Camila, what is going to be happening? But they jump right back on the wheel. It's going to be Rönnqvist, and it's going to be Hjartid Nielsen there as well. They almost back on the wheel, but then Tidholm goes again at this point. I think she is almost able to break them, but no, Hjartid right on the wheel. Is there going to be a counterattack is the question.
Oh, really interesting fight for second.
Yeah, the fight for second. We'll definitely be catching the replay of that here in just a moment. We want to make sure that we do catch our winner of the first race in the SWE Cup 2026 of the A category. It is going to be your fourth place at Worlds this year. Well, actually this past 2025. And now your first place here at the SWE Cup amongst all of the ladies of her nation. Nice little punch to the top. Nicely done to Camila Alberg with the walkaway effort. But now back into the fold with the games are starting, aren't they? Yeah, everybody kind of sat up and looked at each other for just a second after those barrage of attacks from Joanna Tidholm.
Yeah, she has done an amazing climb. This is what she does as best. I think now she has been working so hard, so I hope some of the other riders are a little bit tired. Otherwise, she will have a hard sprint here in the last couple of kilometers.
Yeah. Really interesting development for the B riders as well, to see that Nilsson is actually tagging along in the A groups still and has some gap to Sjögren.
Yeah. Sjögren is more of a sprinter, so...
Jarlene Varhid, nice little kick up over the top, looking like she was trying to play some gains.
Yeah.
Shiana now, she's just keeping it steady. Look at the top of your screen, everybody. It's going to flatten out, and this is where the speed is going to matter. If you roll through with a little bit and then another kick right now, who's played it smart up until this point? It's going to be the question.
Yeah, I would say as a sprinter as myself, I would never be in Johanna's position. I would be more in Sara Lundin's or Särdström, because from this point you start to push and you will slingshot through the other in the group. And then when it gets more steep, then it's full blast. Around from this point, you should go full blast.
Marlene Varhid now on the attack. So Ardstrom trying to come as well. Varhid for second. I think it's going to be Varhid. And Svartstrom's trying to come as well, but it's going to be Marlene. Yep. There it is. Nice little kick here coming from her as she's going to be able to take this one down. The gap has been formed. GG, game over there. It looks like Tidholm. London actually getting the better of Nielsen as well as Fardstrom. Rönnqvist there as well. So that is going to be your top 8 or so. Gabriella Norden here behind. Now coming in for an 8th place battle. Will Norden be able to take down Embring's going to be the big question. As
Embring will take that one.
You're right. Embring now. Over the top.
Oh.
Ooh, Nordstrom, Norden. No, look at this. Embring. What? Norden at the last second. Nordstrom takes it at the last second away from her. And now here's Nielsen. What a battle here coming in from Nielsen for that first place in the B category. And then this is your teammate, Jan Jorgen.
Yeah. Sjögren, Emily Sjögren comes for the last part. Yeah. And she has done an amazing race. She comes back from illness and things, so I think she's really happy with this one.
Second place overall for the
after
B
that-
category. Very well played, actually,
Yeah.
here. As
And there
the
is a
SWE
fight
rider.
and it's a fight a little bit later from Elena Ise and Dimling Eklund. There are a little group.
What do you think of the bike choices out here? What would you choose, Jan?
I would use S-Works SL8 and the 4.5 NV wheels.
For the
would be
climbing
my
and
choice.
like the middle ground kind of a thing? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
That right middle of the
Yeah.
road? Yeah.
Yeah. If it was a bigger group like the men, I think I could have the. And if it not would be a breakaway, I could have the climbing bike and go for the last sprint with the Alpinist Aetos and the 4.5, because you have a good draft when you're in a bigger group. But if it's split up like this, then you need a better draft bike, a better aero bike.
Nice little kick here coming from the rider in the B
Ilse.
category, Ilse. Nice one
Yeah,
here,
Lena
ESRT.
Yeah, see if she can manage to keep it all the way up. But she listened to my suggestion what to do. She's already pushed where I wanted.
Are you DSing at the same time? Are you messaging her right now?
No, but she knows.
No, but perhaps.
Maybe.
And Smedered is coming
Oh!
also ESRT.
Spoke
Ooh.
maybe a little bit too soon here, John, as it's going to be
Yeah.
Smelrod. Nope. The fight is on for those last few spots in the top five. Dimly not going to be able to make it happen, though. Eklund just behind. Andreo as well. Great to see these battles. These ladies pushing themselves to the absolute maximum. And, this does, I love to see how much the community comes out for this one. The energy that I've seen around this event, it's it rivals some of the biggest racing here on Zwift, that's for sure. And it's all from one country. I mean, it's so amazing to me, actually, the amount of I am going to say it time and time again. I'll probably become a little bit like a broken record a little bit on it, really. But the truth is it is fairly amazing. A lot of those northern Scandinavian countries, how committed that you are. Maybe because it's so freaking cold, though. Up there,
Yeah.
there's a reality that you just need it.
Yeah, I mean, imagine about the whole winter is minus 15 degrees and 2 meters of snow. Then you just love e-cycling. So all Sweden is covered in snow right now. No matter where you live in Sweden. So I think that's actually one of the things that makes us quite good at e-cycling, that we have a really long indoor season, and I mean, this is an excellent way to actually make it more fun and more competitive. So we really like this. I mean, I think it's so much more fun than as you did before e-cycling existed, just to be able to sit on a stationary bike and look at the wall. That wasn't quite as fun as this.
Delphi making her way to the line. That's going to be not our last finisher, I don't think. Maybe it is. Yeah, actually, that is going to be our last finisher of the B category. Everybody getting their cooldown on now at this point. Now, speaking of cooldowns and warm-ups, I got somebody here on our screen, and that's going to be, I believe, Mr. Jacob Yorkland getting himself warmed up. Speaking of contenders for the men's race coming up in 30 minutes, guys, who is the men to be watching out for as we wait for them? Same course. It's going to be blazing fast. The ladies just did this in 37 minutes for the winner. Absolutely crazy. So I have a feeling for the men's race, it's going to be 2-3 minutes faster.
Yeah, I think it could be 2-3 minutes faster. We have Johan Norén, we have Victor Lyko, we have a lot of strong riders. who are strong outdoor also, that just recently signed up. I just helped them 2 minutes ago to get into the start gun.
Okay, 2 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. So, well, the predictions were right. You guys got your crystal balls out. Camila Alberg walked away with that one. But, you know, the battle for second was definitely on. Any surprises there? I mean, you definitely called that one, Connie, with Marlene Bjarkid. I haven't had the pleasure of commentating on her in probably a year or so. So it's great to see. She's probably had a really strong ZRL season, I would assume. And it's a good effort by her to the finish line.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised. I mean, if she has a good form and she's has not been sick and so on, she's a really good climber and she is a strong e-cyclist. So really nice to see her up there racing again, and fantastic fight with Johanna.
Yeah, that's your top three: Johanna Tidholm, Marlene Bjarkid, and Camila Alberg. Now, everybody, we are going to be back with the men's racing. I think we are going to be taking a break here in just a few moments, but I want to just give a shout out again to everybody who's helping make this one happen. The sponsors on the stream today are going to be Bauhaus, Wahoo, as well as Sportsun, Enervert, and CCN for the SWE Cup with SWE Cycling. Thank you so much, everybody, for bringing this all together, as well as everybody who's out there in the community and those who are helping with the growth of esports over at Lead Out Esports, the home of esports cycling. It's been really great to see, like, all of Sweden come in, and suddenly, like, I think, like, I got a message the other day and it showed a map of all of our users, and it was like, boom, like all centered in this one area. So it's been so great to partner up with you guys to make this happen this year. A couple of words before we take our break on, you know, what's going to be coming up. Jan, I know that you did a lot of work. I think it was mainly on you to get the courses together and kind of play the race director and figure out what this was going to be like and what your goals with it were.
Yeah, my goals was to have fun, fast courses that I know is very popular, and also because popular courses where people have fun, then it will be more powered, top numbers and things, and also it can happen things with breakaways and other things. So it's also you get more community to join when it's courses like this. For some new outdoor riders, this tiny race is a little bit new.
I'm a little like surprised at how you get more, because okay, honestly, when we were putting these together and I saw the look in your eye, I was like, okay, like we're going. Like this is
Yeah.
I could tell there was a little bit of like sadistic, like we're gonna like, it's gonna be hard a little bit.
I picked courses I like.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't choose the tracks or something. I leave it with a very, very confident hand to Jon. I know he likes tough, fun courses.
Right on. Well, and even the day before ZRL, you've got so much participation, which is so cool to see. Back-to-back racing, obviously very, very popular. Well, we've got a lot of people hanging out. Good to see all the people hanging out in chat. We do see you. If you got some questions, want some interaction, go ahead and bring it on. But we are going to be taking a pretty hefty break here for just about 20 minutes or so before the men do get out on course. Then we'll do a preview, take a look at the favorites as well. But a quick little break here, everybody. We'll be back 15:20 for the men's race in SWE Cup here, Legends and Lava. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to It's the SWE Cup 2026. I'm Nathan Guerra, your host, and today we are on race number 1 in Legends and Lava. We just watched the women's race be taken down by none other than Camila Alberg in the A category. Amazing battles all around. The men are about to take on this course. The women did it in about 37 minutes, so it's going to be fast and furious. Of course, I have with me today two awesome legends coming out of Sweden. It is going to be our man Connie Björnhall and Björn. I've been awesome at learning my Swedish. From ESRT. Let's talk a little bit about, for those who are just joining us, what the SWE Cup is all about. Connie, you want to take it away for us?
Yeah, but I can do that, and it's really good to have you here, Nathan. We're so thankful for that. And I mean, the SWE Cup is obviously something that we do in Sweden in all the disciplines that the federation arranges. So of course we also have a SWE Cup for e-cycling, and this has been a huge event for Swedish e-cyclists and riders for a couple of years now, and it's really fun to do. It's really fun to see all the Swedish cyclists gathering together and competing against each others. And we know that this is a fun competition, and that many people are longing for this E-series to start and to be on. So we are really excited to finally be here for the first race.
Jean, you want to talk a little bit about what you think is going to be happening in this men's race and the women's race? You made some pretty good predictions. You going to pull it off again today?
Yeah, I would say this will be a fast and furious race. They will not have any brakes on these wheels today. There are many strong riders that will be trying to get away to split the groups, but we have also these punchy ones that can stay with the group. Both A and B will be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think the B category today, trying to hang on with the monsters that we have out here today is going to be a whole nother conversation as well. I think, there is a little bit of reality, isn't there, of wanting to see if you can kind of prove your mettle against some of the riders that are out here. Speaking of proving your mettle, what's going on with this course, John? I mean, what are you trying to do to these guys?
To have a calm Monday ride, coffee ride with a little bump in the end.
Talk to me a little bit about the points, John. How's it working out here, and how do you accumulate them throughout the series? You've got a lot more. For those who don't know, there's tiny races that you threw together. We've got scratch, we've got TITT, and people can still jump in, right? Yeah, you're a little behind after one race, but you can register throughout the whole thing.
But you still have a chance. Yeah, you have still the chance. We will have a couple of disciplines. Tiny race, 2 of them. You have to compete 1. You have 2 scratch races. You have to finish 1 of them to be able to be the champion. Then you have to do 1 ITT and 1 points race. So 4 races will be counted together, the 4 best you have for these 6. Right. You can accumulate the points for each race. It would be 60. It will be 60 points for the winner for all races without the tiny races, because there it will be less points, but you will have 3 chances also for that race.
3 chances in the tiny races. It's such an interesting way to go about. I've actually never seen tiny races as a part of a series too. That's something totally new, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. They do it on every Saturday, 4 races, but not in a series like this.
Yeah, so, it's a completely new way of and there's what I find really interesting about throwing those tiny races together is that you have a lot of opportunity to gain points in one-off races, though. It's just really different. It's very creative, actually, to throw that amongst a series of points gains, too. I think it's kind of a fun way to change things up a little bit. It's not really, to be honest, I don't think it's a format we've really seen before. Like, we've obviously seen tiny races before, but not in the middle of like a long-term series where you can kind of really gain and lose a lot on a single day. So I just saw it here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it could be fun for the race series that there are some punchy riders that are not. They can gain points where they lose others, so it will be a more even series when you come to the end. And I hope my prediction will be like this also. Otherwise, I failed.
Yeah, but I think it's also interesting and fun, Jon, that you have the guts to try these different formats, and we also, I mean, this is also something that we will try to evolve the sport and the e-cycling as a discipline as well. So throwing these kind of new events or new formats in is also a part of the evolution of the sport. So why not? Why not try it?
That's a very good point, actually. Well, speaking of trying things, I think right from the get-go, we're going to see people going absolutely insane. There's a lot of opportunity, actually, if you want to make opportunity on this course. You might think, oh, just a little bit of a climb over the top, over the Titans Grove. But, it's with the kind of firepower that's in here, I have a feeling we're about to see all mayhem break out here. So let's jump right down into it. We do have the B category and the A category starting together. It's a great decision, actually, to do that. Absolutely love that. Well, are they starting together? No, they're not. Oh, my bad. Not in this one. So that's going to change things up, actually, a little bit. I thought maybe you'd have some Bs hanging out with them, but we're in with the Bs right now. The A's are jumping out on course.
We would just say anyway that they see each other. So last year we had the point race, then the B riders catch the A riders because they are like hunting. They want to go fast.
Well, speak to the favorites out here. We said that Camila Alberg was the favorite in the A category. I think right from the get-go when we first jumped into productions, I said Johan Noren, somebody to be watching out for.
Yeah.
But who is off the front right from the get-go?
Yeah.
Could it be Johan Noren? or who is it?
No, I think he's still in the group, I think.
Yeah.
He's definitely still in the group. So we'll see if we can make our way
Yeah, we will
forward
see.
here. Who are these purple jerseys? That's a new one for me. There's dark purple off the front. Let's see if I can figure out who this is as we click our way forward here. And there are, 60 starters in this A category? This is a massive field, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
in
like
the
we
B
said,
category we
Nathan.
have 73. We have Leonard Ardenman in the front. He's a really strong outdoor rider.
Yeah. And then we are especially glad that he is able to join the race and so on, because I think he had some problems, and we are really, really glad to see you here and see you racing. And he is obviously also glad to be here since he is in a hurry.
Well, 5.7 watts per kilogram. Sundin right back on the wheel there. It's going to be Berlin Anderson there as well. Jonasson. Thank you. Haglund.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who's the pro rider, UCI, riding for the outboards over there?
Victor Lico. He's a very strong outdoor rider.
And does Lico, what's the do you know the team that he rides for at UCI?
No, I'm not sure, but I know he. See.
No, he's got a jersey on, so he definitely he can ride his bike outside. So, one rider that can definitely ride his bike. I race with him often, actually, over on the SRC. It is going to be Jacob Bjorklund. Be on the watch out for Bjorklund to have a good ride out here today. I have a feeling he definitely could pull something off. You know, the likes of Johan Noren, you get him off the front, hammering away, threshold effort, or maybe up and over the top of the climb. But there is the reality that the climb isn't that long, and it might not be a race that necessarily suits Noren. And maybe somebody who's got a little bit of punch that can hang on to his wheel might be able to sprint him at the line.
Yeah, and now I got some information about Victor Lico. He rides for Lucky Sport cycling team, a new team in Sweden that aim to go on the big events continental team.
Yeah, and it's
So-
actually really, really fun with that team because they started last year, and this year they are actually are able to involve more riders, more staff, and more just to aim for higher goals. So really, really good to see them and also to see them here.
We see Robin Andersson in the B category, hanging on in the back, drafting as usual.
Yeah, what's he doing there, Jon?
I just saw him hanging out, Anderson. I thought he was getting dropped or something for a second there, but
No.
sounds like he's just doing his thing on the back there.
Yeah, I think he will come with a sprint soon or do some pushes. That's typical him. But we see Björklund pushing the front in the A also.
Yeah, just a
catch
moment
those.
ago, he shut things down. Now it's going to be on the front. Yardel from SZ
Yeah.
Valder making the moves. We do see the B category as well, making some moves. It is going to be
Yeah.
Anderson. You were just saying that it was going to be Anderson on the front, and immediately he makes his way there. Great to see your team member making moves.
Yeah, we are also quite familiar with seeing David in front. Also in the beginning of the races, he tends to do these kind of breakouts and also pushes early in the races. So you never know what he's going to do, but you know that he will always go fast and hard in the beginning.
He's a super strong rider, very strong in ITT and things also.
Gardel.
I see.
Yeah, he actually told me that he's been sick for a couple of days, so he wasn't quite sure of the form today. So hopefully there you see him in picture as well, sitting on the island Gotland.
Yeah, and
Is
he
he-
doesn't look too
Is he looking
suffering
sick?
so hard.
Get relaxed.
600 watts and they just barely breathe. I think this climb will go quite hard now. Here we will see, I think it will split off a little bit. But we see Victor Lyko is there in front, Jonathan Blomqvist coming, Berlin, Swedish Swift racers. There are Olof Åström is also here. There are many strong riders in this group. And many of them have been racing very much international races also, stronger races with the Swift Games, even on my whoosh and things, the World Championship.
Björklund on the move again. It's going to be Svenskog from the Outdoors Colin there. CK Falcon. Now also making the moves, but Svenskog, this is great. It's almost like they're going for the KOM at this point, and the Outdoors always the punchy riders. That's what I remember with them. Björklund hanging on, knowing that this might be a moment in the race. If you make it up over the top of this climb with a little bit of a gap and you start rolling through, you can cause separation here, and you can see people absolutely flying off the back. Look at the damage being done as Colin is on the front. People falling off the back like fleas off the back of the boars here at this point.
Yeah, it's really stretched out.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
B category having a little bit of their own fun as well. Let's jump in with them. We'll get back in with any kind of breaks that do happen at the front in just a moment, but the B category here now starting to make things happen. The boys at the front in the A category doing 56 kilometers per hour downhill. It's 32 kilometers per hour uphill here currently from Anderson from ESRT right now. And ESRT, I think, showing up with a couple extra bodies out here compared to on the women's side today. It feels like you've got a little bit of a stacked field here, Jean.
Yeah, I don't see, wait. So, if we see the B category coming up here, we see in this group we have a lot of strong riders. They have been former A riders also. I see some familiar names. Robin Andersson. We have also some other riders in another teams that Forsling. We have also Wiklund has done something. Carl Olsson is between A and B. So there are so many strong riders. You have Gustav Lindqvist and Linus Thomasson, former A riders that will set the speed for this group, I think.
What's with the hearts, yo? Pink and blue. I kind of like that you guys have the pink and blue emojis in there.
Because we have it in our jersey, the pink stripe inside and the blue, light blue.
It's great.
If you see the kit we have, so that's why many takes the pink and blue heart in their name.
Jump in across here real quickly. What's the concentration like in the A category? Everybody taking it pretty chill, it looks like, here at this point. Well, on the lower left-hand side there, though, what's our man up to? It looks like Benjamin Green. Wasn't he one of the last second joiners, too? Just barely able to get in?
Yeah, in the last minute I could help him. With help from Zwift, of course.
Yeah, nicely done, Zwift. Big thanks to Zwift for really helping out with everybody.
James at Zwift have done an amazing work.
Yeah, he really put it together for us today, didn't he?
Yeah, he's all credit to him. He has been fantastic.
A lot of familiar names from the outboards. I've raced them before in the European. Always a really strong team. I feel like they're a very punchy team. So it's great to see them hanging out here. Connie.
Yeah, but they are always super aggressive, and I mean they are also making things happen. And look now, when there's a outbreak from David again, Gardell is doing it. The outbreakers are bridging the gap directly. Super fast attention there from, I think it was Fredrik Plan who did the bridge. One of them at least.
Gardell on the move again, 173 beats per minute as he makes his way through this little punchy section, and you can cause some damage, as we saw in the women's field through this section if you take the rollers up and over the top. He's got to use that speed, though, now if they want to make anything happen with it. Will they make anything happen with it? Or are they going to sit right up? They are sitting up. Alberg, though, 9 watts per kilogram coming in from him. Now it's 700 watts from Alberg as Anderson now comes over the top as well. And it is that S-Works with the Envies. Look at that. You got just about everybody going for that middle of the road. Nobody going for the Arrow is King. I always just go for Arrow is King. I think we go so fast. I don't know. Maybe I'm just got it stuck in my head that it's about too much speed, but they are going to shut it down. And I think at the back of this pack, there is the reality that most of these guys are just kind of sitting in. I get the sense. I mean, come on here. Look at Keating. This guy looks like he's just, okay, yeah. Well, I'm gonna get up and there's just a little push for a second. Let the wind blow through my hair. It's a nice day out.
You also see the beautiful Swedish national champion shirt hanging in the background.
Is he the current reigning? He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the current champion. So that's really nice to see it hanging there. And he also competing in this. I thought I saw the Swedish national jersey in the pack somewhere as well, so really nice.
That's a pretty big kick we just saw from Aldman. They're going 60k an hour now at this point. It was up and out of the saddle, but look at how calm Keating is. Look at that.
And Lovidius. Now Lyko and Lovidius starts to push also. But they are both racing in this pro team. So now it will happen something. So we have the out team doing something with Leonard. So
have a small nice breakaway.
So, it will be TTT for a while.
On the downhill with 3 of them too. Bjorklund here just sitting in. Think it's going to be coming back now at this point. He thinks.
I think it will take some while because they still push 7 watts per kilo in front, 6.8. It looks like they want to do a TTT for a while.
Well, Gardel has something to say about that, though. He jumps up into 62
Yes,
kilometers per
what
hour,
did he
up and out of the saddle. Look at this guy. He's got a little bit of a gap. Lightning bolts coming out of his tires now at this point. Aldman now looking around. Is this 3 off the front, though? TTT outboards on the move.
Oh.
Woo! But look at Gardel. Look at Gardel. Give it a go. 8 watts per kilogram. Big kicks now. ESRT with Blomqvist on the wheels. Colin there as well, trying to make the move with him.
Yeah, and good slipstreaming there as well. Slingshots through David.
That's great. Now they set, but now they set the speed. So it will be really fun to see when they come to for the Italian village and thing, and see if they still continue to push and the SS.
Question here.
Group, if they work together, it could be something really good with this group. Even if it's just 1 second, but it can.
Well, it's meters. It's meters, right? It always comes down to just a couple of meters. Can they make it happen? Is going to be the question. There it is now. Alberg, though, he knows. Another little kick from him. Nope, actually not coming through. Anderson now is going to be the one that actually closes it down, as he brings it up into 56 kilometers per hour. And that's where you kind of look around like, come on, just give me a little bit of leash to go. But they bring it right on back. 53 kilometers per hour. Somebody could jump out of this right now who's been waiting around, not doing anything. Is that going to be right on time, Mr. Noren? Nope, it's not. I don't see him, actually. I thought perhaps he would do a roll through.
I would say maybe when it's a false flat or something, could be the time for him to start the push. But it's quite a fast race. They go really fast.
Quite a fast.
Yeah. I can say the B category goes quite fast also. They are not so far behind. So and I can see there are many riders wants to keep a high speed in the B category.
Yeah, following Magnus Wiklund also. I mean, he's super strong rider. I race with him a lot. He lives in the same town as me, and he's so super strong. If there's a sprint finish, it's just all his race. So not quite sure this climbing will suit him real well, but he's a fantastic sprinter.
If they stay calm like this, he might be able to save enough energy to just barely hang on for a top 5 or 10 out here today for that ESRT team. It's great to see the Bees showing up in force. 75 riders on the start line. You put the two of these together, we're well into the hundreds. It's great to see the kind of participation we have.
Welcome
Maybe
to Swedish e-cycling.
When the snow is here.
There's your buddy
super
Anderson
fun to
again.
steal the riders here.
He's just the back. Is this his thing? He just kind of chills here? Does the dangle?
Always. He knows exactly where to be because he has that punch when it comes to a sprint. So he's so confident with himself, so he would just go through.
Well, you're hitting that 17-minute mark, right? It's always between 10 to 15-ish minutes that everybody goes, okay, maybe that's enough. Yeah. we burnt all the initial matches, calm down, and now we do see Gardel, though, 4.8. Just a little push, nothing serious for 450 watts. So is this the farm watts of Sweden? Like, what is this guy? Lindstrom comes across.
Yeah, I can say David Gardell is a super strong rider. He also crossed the island of Gotland in a record time by himself on a TT bike. It was insane to watch people trying to follow him, but they couldn't.
Good timing from Yorkland.
Right? Yeah.
This is really good timing from Yorkland. I have a feeling there was enough attacks and enough calm and enough, like, I sense that, like, 170, 180 beats per minute, he could sense that maybe going through this false flat. This is one of those sections, if you put the hurt on, you can really get a lot of time. And the group a lot of times doesn't realize how much damage can be done through here very quickly. And look behind now, Colin now just hanging out, not doing a whole lot to bring this back at this point, as that's going to be CK Falcon now nope, shutting the door. And now we've got a few off the front. Are people going to watch this? Are there teammates now off the front too? Is that what's going on as people shut the door?
That would be interesting because that is a strong group in front.
Yeah, really strong group.
These riders in front can keep this away, even if they are in a big group when they come to the SS. But they have to work together, and we don't know if they can yet.
It's a great section to make a breakaway too because of the false flat through these S's. And then you've got that bump coming into the Italian Village. You can come over the top of that with a really good sprint or like a little punch, take a ton of speed downhill. And a lot of times the pack is suffering. And because of that speed, you can have a big differentiation, gain a solid 10 seconds or so. Then you've got the snap. And going into the S's, just continue the same pattern. So we'll see if they let this go. It's a dangerous spot for the pack to be letting this go.
Absolutely.
Well, Alberg says enough is enough. He's not liking what's happening here. And he heads right to the front and says, okay, we've got to push up a little bit now. We can't just let these guys right away. Jacob Bjorklund, great to see him pushing 6 watts per kilogram on the front as he looks to try and get this group to the bottom of the K1 with a little bit of extra time. But Colin, now he's going to be making a move here as well as Colin really pushes on up and out of the saddle. And he makes a quick little juncture. Anderson looks to come across too.
Really great effort there, right?
Yeah, and now the other start, so maybe they can close the gap. But I would see maybe they should push a little bit harder.
Yeah.
This is the moment you got to roll through. Look at them all. Look at each other. Somebody, if nobody takes the speed, this is coming back. If somebody takes the speed through right here, right now, this may go, but somebody's got to roll it. And it is going to be Colin. No, Lindstrom then, and there it is. That's the speed, but they need 55, 60 even because behind it is going to be Iverson, thinking that this is something that he needs to get involved with. Carlson's there as well. They're rolling through at 55. That's what I was talking about. They've got to keep on rolling that speed. It's still king. It isn't just about watts, and I have a feeling they're just kind of watching. My question is, this is what I'm wondering. Look at this guy. Are you kidding?
On a coffee break.
Just drinking in the back, like, okay, waiting for my time to shine. Watch out for Keating once we go uphill. That's what he's waiting for, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's so strong and so good. And watching him in person on the national championships, it was really amazing to see. And he was so tired. So when he did his victory interview, he actually sat down on the floor because he couldn't stand. He was so tired from making that effort to bring home the national jersey. So super impressive. So now he's looking like he's almost relaxing.
Keating looking very comfortable. Very comfortable at this time. So just as a heads up, I do see the chat coming through. Thank you so much, Rick Sweden, for hanging out with us. We will be in with C and D category on a separate week. We are making our way through all the categories throughout the weeks, but we do focus specifically on 2 groups each week, because when you start changing it up too much, the narrative just gets a little bit choose your own story. So we want to keep things slightly cohesive as we are out here. But make sure to come on back for the C group next week or the following, depending on our amazing co-producer over here, Mr. John Worm.
Yeah, we will do our best. We will cover all the categories because that's very important for us also. We want to see everyone.
now it's really happening things in the SS. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a stretch out and changes in places, and the riders are all over the place. Really active racing from a lot of people. Now we see Johannes moving forward as well.
We can also say that SS is the place where you can do breakaways, but it's also, if you're racing smart, you can do a lot of rest, but still be with the group.
Is
Push
that
in the
what
right
Ricardo's
spot.
up to? I mean, look at this. He's like, is he? What's happening here, Ricardo? Is he just chilling on the back? What is going on? What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
As I said before, he has been sick, so it could be that he had burned all his matches.
Early on, TV time, paying for it here at this point as we make our way over to the Volcano. On the back, it is going to be Lindstrom. That's a familiar name. 170 beats per minute, though. 170 beats per minute hanging in the pack. Obviously, there are fireworks at the front, and you know who it is. Noren and Nielsen. Love to see it. The two up here from SZ.
Yeah, I think yes, now it's gonna happen because they're reaching the climb, and I think Norén will set in a steady, hard pace. He looked very calm when I see his numbers. He has been relaxing in the group, knowing what's going to happen. So I don't think he has been worried the whole trip. He soon will do his move.
Give you an idea of how hard these guys are working. I mean, everyone's got pain faces on. Oh, we got a little bit of an up and out of set. That little bit of up and out of the saddle tells me something might have been going on there for a second here from Kiting. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Noren or Kiting, definitely the two. Predictions out here today. Did we actually make a prediction? I said perhaps Noren would be, not obviously an upset, would be the favorite out here today. But him versus Keating is kind of the situation, I have a feeling, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think as you...
Johan Norén goes now. But we will see. We have some really strong legs in the rest of the group also that has not been showing their faces to the front yet. So we hope they have been resting a little bit for what is coming up.
Hagerstrom.
Oh, we have a disc wheel.
Yeah.
Hagerstrom on the attack now. This is a pretty serious effort, looks like to me here. Now, even before the climb, is he just trying to get a little bit of a distance for himself here? A lot of times people are looking for a little bit of something prior to the climb to try and fade climb with it to hang on as long as they possibly can. Or is this actually a real attack that can make something out of it? Love the Pinarello. That's the bike I was riding mainly, actually. That's actually the literal bike in my garage. I love that thing. Munden, 4 seconds, guys. 4 seconds.
Yeah, they're actually letting him go.
Huh. Well, maybe they're just confident. You know?
It's a left of the climb, I think. So I think they're thinking about that. They can't let him go too hard, too long, because then he get confidence also. So he say, "Oh, I can make this." But the last 800 meters is really tough. There, much can happen.
6.4 steady here. Hagerstrom. What can this guy do? You guys familiar with Hagerstrom?
Yeah, I raced against him before. He's a really strong rider. I found him more like an endurance rider, so he's really good for that. And he's doing his thing now. And he keeps the group behind. So it will be interesting to see. It could also be like Swedish Swifter has put him out in front, okay? And then they will not chase. If someone else chase, then they will just sit on wheel. So it can be a little team tactics here also at the same time.
It's such a good point, actually, Jean. Like, this situation, as it plays out on the road, puts SZ in such a good spot, doesn't it? What is Ericsson doing on the front, though? This is interesting. Backs it off to 4.3. That's a smart move there. A little bit of a push and then back off. A little bit of push and back off. But now Alderman now as well. 3.7. Yeah. This is a lot of games being played here.
Absolutely. And I think if someone should catch Hagström, so then it will be out that starts to push. So we see some red numbers coming up. And then I guess one Swedish Swifter will follow the chaser as soon as possible.
It's a really interesting tactic. This didn't see this coming. Actually, quite impressive. Fun to watch.
Yeah, I really see Leonard is chasing really hard to catch right now.
Yeah, and they're just letting these little... I mean, are they that confident that the second half... Because the second half of the Volcano is actually where everything really usually goes down. Rarely does someone hang on to this gap all the way to the line. But to let a rider like Alderman go along with Hagström, it seems a little bit dangerous.
Absolutely. For me, I would be happy if I was together with the group in this stage. And I could pack my things and go back. Downhill, I skipped the last one.
8 seconds? What do they need to stay away? I think it's not enough. I have a feeling there's going to be some monster attacks in just a moment. 30 minutes to this point. They're going to do this in sub 35 for sure. As Berlin hits 7.7 on the front.
Yeah, I think they give them 9-10 seconds, then they know now we push.
What's the moment? What is the moment that they're waiting for? John, you were talking about it a little bit. Is there a specific place on course that you think about really going all in?
Yeah, I would keep a steady hard pace where they are now. Then you see the flat part. There, 2 seconds rest, and then they hit the spot. But I think Johan needs to go earlier because there are a lot of sprinters. And I think he starts now also.
Yeah, guess what? now it's going. Look at the numbers.
So that Johan needs to go earlier because he doesn't have that sprint as a lot of others had in the group. But he is a phenomenal rider.
3 up now at this point. It's going to be Nielsen. Nielsen, we saw him in a sprint just a few weeks back in Prestige. Number 3 up against Vidar Mail, taking second place actually to Jeffrey Milor. Watch out for Nielsen with a solid sprint. I think that he could be...
He is a sprinter, so he can be really strong for this.
If he could just sit in on these guys, I think that Nielsen's a favorite right here, sitting in on Noren and Keating. Noren and Keating need to break him, or he's going to kick him at the line, I think.
I think so too.
Thomas Nielsen sitting in, looking to take down the current reigning national champion of Sweden. Noren just continue to do the Noren things on the front. He's known for this. He's known for just pressing the pace, but they're just sitting on his wheel. Is he even making them suffer is going to be the question.
I would, in my, I have done this climb many times. I would sit on the wheels as long as possible now because I would wait until the small steep part. At the third, this lava flames, there I would start to push through the group, or fourth. And there I would go all in. So in around 2-3 seconds should I start.
Here comes Colin. Colin's coming full gas now. Oh my goodness. He is like, I've got to make the catch. And Noren's like, nope, going now. And here we go. This is going to be it. We're coming right down to it. 300 meters to the line. 300 meters to the line. Kiting. Oh my gosh, is he going to do it? I was not expecting this at all, but it's going to be Kiting. Look at what he's doing. to the line with the national champion kit on. You can see the grit on the face. There it is. It's going to be kiting across the line. Amazing job. Third is going to go to Noren. Berlin, followed by Eriksson, Kinberg, Anderson. That's about the top 5 right there. What a battle, though. And they just kind of let these 3 walk away. Colin almost, as soon as he jumped, though, they were like, nope. Not going to let it happen. Belforth, Juan, look at this top 30. This is a monster pack.
What about those sprint numbers? Oh.
That's we need that. We need that as a soundbite, Connie. What about those? Just real calm. I love it. Like, that's the best. Look at this now. Here we go. A whole nother situation playing out in front of us now, as it is going to be. Is that Watt Fabric actually on the front? Carlson, Malm. Who's the favorite here? What's going to be happening? We're all together still, I believe. Nobody's off the front, are they? We got a breakaway? No, there's just those 3 coming back.
Say, not directly breakaway. I would say Linus Tomasson or Robin Andersson if he's still in the group. There you have one of the winners. Robin Andersson is in the group. I think he will take it.
What a kick there from kiting, man. I was really impressed by that move. Like, seriously, talk about patience out there today to take that one down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, super impressive.
And I say that Johan did his thing. He did the correct move, but the other had the strength to follow.
Yeah. Perhaps Johan should have moved earlier in the beginning of the hill.
But they went to it was a hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at this effort. 190 beats per minute, right? 194? Who is this guy?
194, I would be dead.
Raw now, 4.7 watts per kilogram. Got to be a young guy, man, with that kind of a butterfly going on here. Backstrom right on the wheel. It's going to be Malm moving up as well. That's your top 4 here at this point. Lindquist, good to see Lindquist back at it in action. Hoffner there as well. Wickland, that's your man hanging in. Wickland with the sprint. We've talked about it. If he can hang on right to the line, is the timing going to be there for your man from ESRT, John?
Yeah, he is really strong, and I hope he has saved his energy. I also see now that Robin starts to move himself up to the climb.
Oh, look now.
Robin comes
going
here also.
early.
Yeah.
700 meters. 700 meters, 600 meters to the line, 9 watts per kilogram. He's got the gap. I'm not sure anybody can bring this back at this point. If Larson can continue on, he's got the flat section. Now, Anderson, though, comes with a lot of speed, big kick. It's 45 kilometers per hour. He's got underneath him. That's 2 kilometers per hour faster. Anderson's still coming. ESRT, I think he's going to do it. Anderson, Larson kicks again. Anderson might not actually have it, though. No!
He goes now. Now he goes.
10 watts per kilogram. Is he going to do it? It's 300 meters. He's going to do it. Big kick from the ESRT rider. And it's over the top. Look at the... those aren't flames. He's got everything coming out of that bike. Wind, lightning. I mean, what's happening here? Nice one to the line. 178. It's going to be Anderson. Here comes your man, Wickland. Did you call it? Lindquist almost with the catch at the line. The timing just a little bit off. With 10 watts per kilogram, Wickland going to just roll across the line with Carlson. Followed up by Backstrom, Anderson, Larson's, Tolson, Boris. That's your top 10. Chelsea's there as well as Åkersson. 13th place, lucky number as he makes his way across the line. We'll see. We'll keep watching things through here with the B category as we see some battles all the way down through 44th now at this point. Up ahead is Nielsen again. Lots of Nielsen's hanging out here. I think there's a whole family affair going on.
All related. But talk about an impressive sprint as well from Robin. Really, really well timed to use his strength in the absolute right moment.
Yeah, that timing was absolutely perfect. And, you know, you talked about it the whole time, actually, John, about the timing on this Volcano. And that really is the moment, is to carry the speed through that flat section, isn't it? Right where Bankston is, actually a little bit before where Bankston is here, right around where Hammergren is here. You've got about 400 meters to the line. You go right then to carry the speed through and punch over the top. Because if you try and come in, I've done this before and made that mistake, where I kick at 200 or 300, but the speed was too much from the other rise, and you just can't close it anymore at that point.
No, I say the speed for at that section into the steeper part, where you still can slingshot through others, because it
There
goes
it is.
so.
There's a slingshot right in front of us, right there. That was it. Oh, great to see. All the way through. You know what I really like about a change-up, a little bit of quality of life from Zwift's end, is that when you're in an event right now, you don't just suddenly leave it. It's like a 5-minute hangout still.
Yeah.
I think that was such a great feature that they put in, that we can sit here and watch, and you don't just like cross the line and find yourself like dumped out into the world, not knowing where you're at anymore.
No, I agree.
No, that's actually a good feature.
It forces you to cool down. and not to jump into the next race.
Now you're just talking about yourself. The other one of us is still recovering.
Well, there are a few more out on course here. I do like to celebrate everybody who has shown up, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody who made the effort to be a part of Leadout's first national type series here with the SWE Cup, and a big shout out. Thank you so much, Connie and John, as well as SWE Cycling. Big kicks here coming behind here with Koistinen. Now, nice one.
Yeah, really.
What?
A really nice one.
Good kick to the line. Well, I think that's going to do it for us, everybody. With the first scratch race of the SWE Cup. What's going on next time, and can you still sign up, and who can be a part of all of this? Connie, I think one of the cool things that is a part of the features of this is it's all about growing esports with the Cycling Federation, isn't it?
Yeah, but absolutely. You can join if you missed this race. If you didn't have the possibility, you were working or you were sick or something, join for the other races. There's still 5 races to go, so you have a chance to complete for the whole series as well. So just join us and have some fun. And as you said, Nathan, this is all a part of actually growing esport in Sweden, and also overall for in every part of the world, to give a better interest, and also to figure out what is e-cycling and what's it all about. So don't hesitate, join us next week, for I guarantee you will be tired and have a lot of fun.
That's what we're looking for, to be tired and have a lot of fun, right? That's the whole idea with it all. I do want to give a shout out here also. If you are unfamiliar with how to get registered, head on over to leadoutesports.com. We do have, really great website has been put together specifically for the SWE Cup. So you can see all of the information there, all of the races listed below. Race 2 next week, we are going to be having a points race in Scotland. So head on over January 19th. Muckle Yin is what we are going to be on, and you can click right on through to see all the categories and their start times, as well as the course and where everyone is from who has signed up. And you can also check out the live streams there and a few other events that we do have going on. So make sure to head on over, sign up, everybody. We'd love to see you and commentate on your racing. John, are you happy with ESRT, how it went today? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm happy with all riders. I'm not only for ESRT. I'm happy that all teams did it like a power fest.
Where can we get one of
So-
those shirts? That's what I want to know.
You want?
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Those are so great that you guys had those going on, Connie. Connie, whose idea was that?
Yeah, but this is actually the official federation T-shirts. So we actually got them from the Swedish Cycling Federation, and we have a complete kit, not just the cycling clothes. So we also have clothes when we are representing in different areas and like events like this. So it's really good actually to be able to show and spread the Swedish cycling word around when we are competing in the worlds and so on. So yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Obviously, really a lot of effort going in over there in Sweden. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity, you guys, for being able to be a part of this with you. Thank you so much for allowing it. And we'll see you guys next week. We'll say a quick goodbye to everybody here. Hey, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'm Nathan Gary, your host. If you wanted to get involved, head on over to leadoutesports.com to sign up for any of the events that we do have going on over there. Make sure to hit those likes, subscribe, all that good stuff, because we are live on SWE Cycling's YouTube if you want to go follow them and see what's going on with everything in the world of Sweden and cycling. And of course, we are live on all the Lead Out Esports channels, your home of esports cycling. We'll see you next week. Will be our next live stream for the SWE Cup, followed up the following week with Maple Cup coming out of Canada. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us, and as always, well, we're not saying, are we saying right on? Yeah, we'll give it that one for now. Right on.